Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Well, good morning, and welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Thanks as always for joining us here on Mississippi Live Weather, for joining us each and every morning. Happy Monday out there to you. Thanks again for starting off your week here with Mississippi Live Weather. I'm meteorologist Maggye. Here's a few things you need to know as you're headed out the door this morning. Number one is we're tracking a few sprinkles very early this morning. Not for everybody, but for a few. So we'll talk about who's seeing those in just a moment. Another thing is it's a spring-like week ahead. I hope you're ready for spring because you are going to be getting it this week. A very warm week, and then an active pattern returns as we head later on in the week and then into your upcoming weekend. That's kind of a recap of your week ahead. Here's a look at Maggye's Doppler radar out there this morning. I want to zoom in and show you where we're seeing a few showers. Now, I will say we have very dry air in place. So some of this light shower activity that we're seeing on our Maggye's Doppler radar might not actually be reaching the ground. Overall, though, maybe a few sprinkles out there for some of us. Let me zoom out and show you what we're looking at. I'm going to put this on our radar site up in Millington. That's just north of Memphis because that's where the rain is this morning. You can see a few showers possibly on 61 this morning, stretching from Tunica County up into DeSoto County. Same story along 55 if you're traveling from places like Panola County, Tate County, up into Memphis. You're more likely to run into some rain. There's more rain up to the north. Like the further north that you go, the more rain you are going to be seeing. Someone asked if my sound is working. I need to make sure and check up on that. Make sure my sound is going okay. Hold on just a second, you guys, and let me see if I can fix that just a little bit. Okay, let me see if that helps at all. Put a little cover over my mic. Sometimes it pops when I don't do that. So let's see if that's getting any better now. But again, a few showers out there, mainly those who are sitting north of the northern section of our area. So closer to Tennessee, the more you are going to be seeing a little bit of some light shower activity this morning. The majority of us are waking up pretty dry. Let me show you why we're seeing a little bit of rain in our area. Take a look at this. This is our Mississippi Live satellite and radar out there this morning. Low pressure system off to our west. Extended warm front all the way here close to our area and through really the heart of Tennessee. That's what's causing those showers. So again, just to the north of our area, just sitting right across the Tennessee state line is where there's more rain activity. The further south that you go, we're dealing with mainly just some cloud cover. But again, a few showers out there if you're in places like Tunica and DeSoto County out there this morning. Majority of rain will stay north for your day ahead. That system going to be mainly staying north, bringing rain from places like northern Arkansas, Missouri, over into Illinois and Kentucky today. That's going to be the majority of activity that takes place, and we're going to be mainly sitting dry out there. So I wouldn't be bringing your rain gear out there just yet. I want to give you a really pretty view. Take a look at this. I'm going to actually step off screen so you get a full and nice view of it. This is over in Greenville. Beautiful ongoing conditions out there. And now here's a look over at Alcorn County. So some of us dealing with a little bit more cloud cover than others. Again, this is in the southern section of Alcorn County, I believe near Rienzi. Lots of clouds to start off your day ahead, even if you're not dealing with those light showers like some of us are. Temperatures in the upper 50s, so definitely isn't cold out the door by any means this morning. Another live look over in Crenshaw, still seeing a lot of clouds there. They're really close to some rain, but no rain within the city of Crenshaw right now. Temperatures in the 60s, so definitely warm out there. Let's take a look at temperatures across the board. Some of it's a little bit cooler down to the south, and this is where we usually see the warmer temperatures, but hanging out in the 40s from Starkville, Louisville, Kosciuszko, Macon. A lot of us in the 50s and 60s, though, this morning. 56 in Houston, 56 in Bruce, 60 in Water Valley, 61 over in Oxford as well. So a lot of us in the 50s. For the most part, we're in the 50s out there this morning. As for your first 12 hours ahead, we're going to be seeing temperatures getting into the 70s today, well into the 70s. We'll be upper 60s by 10. Middle 70s is where a lot of us will top off this afternoon. You can see that 10% chance of rain does go out of the picture as we head later on into the afternoon. So maybe a sprinkle out there nothing to worry about, nothing to be canceling your plans about. I think majority of us stay dry and just see those warmer temperatures continue in the forecast. Here's a look at that as we head now all the way through 6 p.m. Some models not even bringing that rain even further south as we head over the next few hours. So again, majority of us staying very dry, just seeing a good mix of sun and clouds through your day ahead. Starting off your Tuesday, we're going to be starting off with a lot of cloud cover. Going into the back half of the day, we'll see a little bit more sunshine just before sunset on your Tuesday. Wednesday, seeing a little bit more rain possibly in the picture for those who are closer to the Mississippi state line, or the Mississippi River is what I meant, into the Arkansas state line. Here's the thing, though, as we head over the next few days, a very active pattern is setting out across the United States, but that mainly stays off to our west. You can see where this front is over in places like Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas. That's where a majority of rain is going to be sitting into your work week. Yeah, we might see a few light showers on Wednesday, but not near as much as those out to our west are going to be seeing. So active pattern for them. We stay pretty quiet and pretty warm through the work week. And then later on in the week into the weekend is when things start to kind of ramp up for us. So we'll have the details. If you have any later in the work week and into the weekend plans, we'll have more details of what you can expect coming up after this.
At Room to Room, did you know our specialty is custom ordered upholstery? Get the furniture you want and the fabric and color selection you want. With our free design service, we won't let you make a mistake.
Look at Wanda, ready to rock her big presentation. But first, lunch. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Delicious, celebratory, but is it quick? The Cobb salad. Tender oven roasted chicken, topped with cheese. Prepared, plated, and served? In 6 minutes? Is this for real? Well, of course. Well done, Wanda. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Yes, ma'am. Life is sweet.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McAuley.
Hey, good morning and welcome into the Room to Room Weather Center. Here's a look at our Mama Justice Doppler radar out there. We're tracking a few showers early this morning, depending on where you are. As you can see here, if I zoom in, a lot of us dry. Let me switch over to our analysis tab. It helps me be able to track radar a little bit better. But the farther north that you are, the more likely you are of seeing some light showers. Yeah, there's seeing some trying to show up in places south of Lee County and Chickasaw and Monroe County. I think a lot of this isn't reaching the ground. However, if you're closer to the Memphis area, this is reaching the ground. So closer to places like Tunica County, DeSoto County, some areas, western sections of Tate County getting in on a little bit of rainfall this morning. You can see on our Mama Justice radar. So if you're heading up 61 in Tunica County, closer to Tunica in the southern half of the county, maybe heading up north, you're going to be running into some rainfall. And the further off to the north you go, you'll be running into that as well. Same story, anybody that's traveling from Como, Sardis, Batesville, Saratoga, and Coldwater up into places like South Haven and Memphis this morning, you're going to be dealing with a little bit more rain. As you can see, rain in places like Shelby County up in Memphis this morning, and further off to the north, and then further off to the west. That's who's dealing with the rain. Majority of us, if I zoom out here on your Mama Justice Doppler radar, not dealing with any rain. So again, it's very specific on who's seeing the rain this morning versus who isn't. Not everybody waking up to that, and a lot of us going to be staying dry all day long. Let me give you a few live looks out there. If you're not dealing with the rain, this is what you're looking like this morning. This is a live look over in Amory. Lots of clouds out there to start off your day. Temperatures in the middle 50s, but depending on where you are, you could be a little bit warmer. Take a look at this pretty view over in Oxford. Nice conditions out there, upper 50s in Oxford. Beautiful start to the day there. Nice sunrise ongoing. A lot of clouds in the forecast already this morning. As for your school bus forecast, drop-off temperatures will be in the middle 50s. Pickup temperatures will be in the middle 70s out there. So got any plans with your kiddos this afternoon? I encourage you to take it outside. It's going to be nice. It's also going to be nice for a majority of our work week. But today we're not dealing with any rain chances, at least into the afternoon. Take a look at this. High temperatures on your Monday in the 70s and 80s, depending on where you are. So low 70s in Senatobia, Oxford, middle 70s New Albany, middle 70s in Tupelo. But the further off to the south you go, 80s in the forecast. 79 in Grenada, 80 Eupora, 80 Starkville, 79 down in Noxubee County. So definitely some warm conditions out there the further south you are out there for your Monday, and we are going to be warm all work week long. As for your rain chances today, again, about a 10% chance for your morning and mid-morning hours. We'll see those taper off into the afternoon. I think a lot of us are dealing with this, but again, if you're closer to that Tennessee state line, that 10% chance is mainly out there for you. You can see that there on our future cast as we head around 9, 10 o'clock, still seeing a few light showers trying to hang on for folks that are closer to the Tennessee state line. This is going to be moving off as we head noon and on, and especially into your afternoon. And you can see there a lot of us not even seeing that rainfall. And the further south you are, seeing a little bit more sunshine, allowing for them to heat up a little bit warmer than the rest of us. Going into your Tuesday, full cloud cover comes into effect at 8 a.m., but no rainfall as you're starting off your day on Tuesday, and more sunshine will come back into play as we head into the back half of your day. So a little bit more cloud cover to start off your day on Tuesday, a little bit more sunshine as you're rounding out the day. Let's talk about your rain chances ahead as we head through the work week. About a 20% chance as we head Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. That's for some light showers that try to creep into our area. I'm not talking about widespread heavy rainfall by any means through your work week. However, I am talking about that as we head into your weekend. Saturday and then Sunday into Monday looking very wet, with the front finally kicking its way through the area, bringing more widespread rainfall to North Mississippi, especially for the back half of your weekend. And then to start off your work week, that's when we're looking at our main time frame of more widespread rainfall being in the picture. Before then, rain stays out west. Take a look at your rainfall forecast over your next 5 days. So through your work week, we're barely getting anything, maybe less than a tenth of an inch across the board, but very stark difference as you head out west with places like northwestern Arkansas, Fayetteville, Little Rock, down in Dallas, portions of eastern Oklahoma getting anywhere between 2 inches or more, with just an abundance of systems that just kind of stick out west and don't make their way over here. So more rainfall the further west you go, the less as we get into our areas. We head over your upcoming work week, which is going to allow things to stay pretty warm out here as we head in our temperature outlook further on into March. Yeah, warm conditions are sticking in the forecast. Not necessarily the further out west you go, in places like Denver and Albuquerque, but into the central United States, into the southern and eastern United States. We're looking at well above average conditions sticking in the forecast. And you'll see it here on our 7-day forecast. I hope you're ready for the 80s, because that is what is in the forecast over the next few days. 80s by Wednesday, widespread 80s by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Rain chances again return as we head into your upcoming work week ahead. Hey, make sure to tune in with us. We'll be live again this morning, coming up in the next 15 minutes at 7 and 7:30. We'll talk more about those rain chances into the weekend then. So we'll see you coming up in the next 15 minutes.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious when he began to discover weather. Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.